Alright, I should be live now, I believe. Let me pull up my own stream. It's saying upcoming, what the hell? Yeah, that worked. Cool. I just heard myself. Alright, alright. I'll wait for some people to come in. It's the chair. It's the chair! Guys, it's the chair. It's it's Avid's chair. I'm sitting in his chair. I stole it. I am a thief. I stole Avid's chair. Who going stop me? Who go? Oh, what the hell? My keybinds are messed up. Why is V doing that? What? Uh, it's a D chair. Yeah, where the push chat menu? No, I want my Zoom key to be V. There we go. I'm using Avid's mod list for this. It's not my own mod list, so I don't know the keybinds for stuff. Sucks. Anyways, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is gonna be quite a different one. We are on Avid's map, not my map. And this is gonna be probably my last time playing this. I'm not gonna go through like literally everything in the map. I'm just gonna go through like the stuff that I made, because there was like a huge quest that I built on this map that spanned a bunch of different puzzles and whatnot, and then I put it out as a challenge for people to try to complete it. No one did, not because it was too hard, although that is partially the reason, but because it was just dysfunctional. Like, some parts of it just didn't work. Which really sucks. Like, that's really unfortunate. So today, I am going to play through it, and if I get to a point that is, like, just not working, I'll just brute force my way through. Either like try to fix it manually or just like use a command to just skip it. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along, because I don't know like specifically what's broken. I just know that there are things that are broken. So yeah. Um Hope you guys can hear me okay and hear in-game audio okay as well. I actually haven't checked if yeah, okay. In-game audio is good. Mic audio looks good on OBS. Alright, we're good. Alright. Oh, what the hell was... Oh, I'm the banner. Okay. What's in this barrel? Nothing? Well, I'm gonna take 10 minutes out. Oh, this is... yeah, this is Avid's ender chest. For some reason, when I loaded the world, it loaded Avid's player data. So I have Avid's player data now, meaning I actually have the HOV text back on. I want that on. There we go. Yeah, for some reason I have it like Avid's player data. I do not know if it's... Why is there a bunch of cooked chicken in that? What? I have no clue what is in these shulker boxes here. um, Actually, here's something I can show off real quick. Actually, hold on. If I go to Oh, but it won't take 10 minutes to find something that doesn't work? Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go to my statistics page. Time played. 5.24 days. Which I think that's around like 120 hours. That's how much time I put into this map. As a developer. 120 hours. Yeah. So here's something funny. In a lot of Avid's videos or his live streams, he always like advertised his playtime. You guys remember that? Where he would put like 5,000 hour adventure map or like 5,000 plus hour adventure map, whatever, like something like that, right? Like a very high amount of hours. For the longest time, I didn't believe that shit. For the longest time, I thought like there's no way that he's spent 5,000 hours on this map. Hello, Swerving. And, well, I have the world files now, which means I have the statistics files. And I can look up the statistics file that corresponds to Avid's UUID. Listed in the statistics file is his playtime. Did you guys know that? Here's his statistics file. This is his UUID up here. You can cross-reference this if you want. That's his UUID. Ignore the sidebar. This is the HOA data pack that I have open. Anyways, if I look up time, playtime, that many ticks. That's in ticks. That's a fuck ton of ticks. But if you do a little bit of math, right? And, hold on, let me just... What the hell? Oh, I lost my game capture. Hello? There we go. Sorry. I have to pull up a Google tab. I don't want to share my full screen. So this many ticks, right? What even is this number? Oh my god, that's a lot. Jesus Christ, that's 23,205,934. We're gonna do a little bit of math, guys. We're gonna do a little bit of math. I'm gonna bring up a calc, which is short for calculator, in case you guys didn't know. And let me pull this up here. Hi, hello, welcome to Google Calculator. We're gonna do a little bit of math, right? So he advertised 5,000 hours, right? That's what he advertised. Let's fact check that, okay? So this number is 5934. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So 23,205,934 ticks, which is that many seconds. It's a lot of seconds, which is that many minutes, which is 322.3 hours. 322.3 hours. That's a hell of a lot less than 5,000, don't you think? Don't you think that 322 is a lot less, actually, than 5,000? But when you look at all of his, actually, like I can pull up an example. Let me go to his freaking YouTube channel real quick. Hold on. Oh man. AvidMc's. I need to find his busted. Yep, busted. View full playlist. Yeah, 5,000 hours, one Minecraft world. You literally have more than that? I do too on HOA. 5,000 hours, one Minecraft world. That's a video where he advertises it. Oh, I just was on OBS. I could probably go to his streams as well. Let's go to his live page, and I'm gonna have to scroll down a lot actually to find this. Where are the Avid Adventures streams? Here they are, I think. I saw the rocket. Or was that Misadventures? I think those Misadventures. This is all Misadventures here. 5,000 hour plus Minecraft map. Yeah, 5,000 plus hours. 5,000 plus hours. 5,000 plus hour map. In all these videos, he's advertising that he has 5,000 plus hours on his map. That's just not true. If you look at the statistics, he only has 320 hours. 322.3 to be more precise. So, that's fun. Totally first time Avid lied. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think I recently reached like 600 hours on the HOA world, and I think he doesn't even have half of that on this world. Now, to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe there were some complications with save files where his statistics got reset. I don't know if that's how it works. Maybe that's how it works. But all I know is that that's the statistic that I can see objectively in the files, and it does not line up with what he's saying, with what he was advertising. So, if I'm missing something that could potentially, like, where there's, like, maybe, like, thousands upon thousands of hours of playtime that are just, like, not accounted for in the files, maybe that's a thing, I don't know, but just objectively speaking, by just looking up his UUID, that's the amount that I could find. So ain't that fun. I have more hours on this map than him, I'm pretty sure. I have like a third of that playtime, so I think I have like 120. So yeah. Anyways, with all that said and done, here's Avid Adventures. It literally did not change a single bit since I last logged on to the dev server, because there's all these books here that, you know, all these books had like stuff that like we could do. Basically, it was just like the builders would leave books for the data packers slash like command block coders to do stuff. And you can see there's a lot of things here that are unfinished. How do I increase my zoom? There we go, 100%. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, this map is just completely unfinished, obviously. Oh, also another fun thing. For some reason, the world file that he released, I don't know if it's the same as Patreon, but at least the one that I got from Munch, had cheats disabled, so I had to use a third-party application to enable commands. That's fun. So yeah, we're gonna go through my quest stuff. It's all. What the hell is that? I forgot this was here. Okay. We're gonna go through the stuff pertaining to my quest. I know there's a lot of stuff here that's unfinished. Like there's this town. I forget who made this. I think it was Vintage. I don't even know if this is finished or not. I have no clue. There's a bunch of stuff that other people did that just like remains unfinished to this day, and it will forever be unfinished because, well, they're not going to work on this map anymore, and neither am I. So, yeah, fun. Let's put on some music in the background. I have to go to my playlist of. Actually, I should like add more stuff to this playlist at some point. There's 74 songs in this playlist. I should increase that. I don't think that's enough. I'm going to put on shuffle, and also it's going to be very loud, so I'm going to turn that down immediately. Okay, we got music on. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Maybe. It doesn't look like you can, actually, on OBS at the very least. Hold on. Every time I do this, I have to, like, redo the freaking audio input for the music. There we go. It's showing up on OBS for me now. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me turn it down as well. Hopefully that's okay. If you can't hear it, tell me. If it's too loud, tell me. Otherwise, we're gonna continue on. Okay. I actually, wait, sorry. Sorry for the hold-up. One last thing I have to do. I have a Google Doc. That's like the steps from completing my quest. I should pull that up. You're literally planning on going live in like 5 minutes, so you can go live after me then. I'll wrap up quick, don't worry. Where is this document? Uh-oh. Do I still have it in here? I hope I do. Is this it? This is it. Cool. Okay. Awesome. We have I have a list of steps. Also, the music is too loud for me, which is funny. I'm gonna turn down on my end and then turn it up on your guys' end. And hopefully that will, like, balance things out. Hello, Waterflow. You're about to start Dark Souls 3? We got something better than DS3 here. Nah, I'm joking. Alright, I have a list of stuff to do for my quest. And it starts in literally the first thing that I ever did for Avid Adventures. I'm not even joking. Day 1. Wellsville. This, wow. Now I look at now, this town is really small and kind of depressing. But this is, like, the first thing I did for Avid Adventures, believe it or not. I didn't, like, when I came out, I didn't, like, program anything at the beginning. I just made this because I was bored. But, as some of you may know, Wellsville, it's called that because, well, it has a well. Well. This well over here. It says, throw a diamond into the well, and the gods may bestow luck. I hope this works. Again, some stuff is broken. This will not be quick. I barely even left the center of the donut. I know how broken stuff is. Okay. Hey, that works! It gives me luck effect. Dude, no way. I can't believe this is actually working. That's so awesome. Oh, yeah, and then sometimes to give you, like, super luck. Holy fuck, what? And sometimes it can be bad luck. I'm gonna turn on in-game audio, holy. Anyways, we are lucky now. You want to see the command block room for this? You may be thinking, what the hell? Why do you have all these other command blocks here? That's stuff pertaining to the quest. This is the command blocks for the actual well are just here. This is everything else pertaining to the quest that we're going to get to at some point. Panda. Yeah, cool. Anyways. I don't think we can hear the in-game audio. Uh-oh. That's not good. You're probably right. Chat the engineers here. Hello. Hello, Edibix. Hopefully you can hear it now. Might be quiet, but they just turned it down. But, yeah, thank you for catching that. I wonder if any of these tents are... Okay, no, these tents are good. I had to replace these tents so many times because people were using, like, the freaking topography brush on this mountain over here. Why is my axiom button not working? Excuse me? Uh-oh, it's conflicting something. Oh, it's conflicting with arrows, okay. Ah, why am I getting an axiom tutorial? What the hell? Dude, I know how to use axiom. What is... What? Is this Avid's axiom layout? What is this? This is not my axiom layout. How do I... Restore default layout. Okay, there we go. Oh, what a mess. Yeah, anyways, people were just, doing this shit a lot, and they, like, painted over the wool here. And so I had to, like, replace it so many times. It was a pain in the ass. So yeah, that's Wellsville. What in the fraud is this layout? I don't know. Anyways, that's not even the first step in my quest. That's just, like, what everything in the quest revolves around. The first step of the quest is actually... That's the truth from SBK, I think. The first step of the quest is actually over here. It's a bug that causes your layout to break. Wait, really? It's not just Avid being stupid? I believe you. Anyways, descending down into this random sinkhole, the trans rights cow. I'm gonna be so for real. I have no clue what you're talking about. There's a trans rights cow. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, okay, this is the actual entrance to my quest. Welcome to the stream. Been live for 20 minutes. Here's the actual entrance to my quest. The Pillars quest. It's a room full of pillars, and if you try to walk through, no, it kicks you right back. I don't even remember the actual path. All I remember is that if you try to cheat it and go all the way around, it should kick you out, I believe. It's not kicking me out. Why is it not kicking me out? Uh-oh. This might be a problem. Chat. Oh, do I have... Wait. I have the Pillars Done quest. Oh, no. That's why. Also, yeah. Scoreboard players set at us. Players... Huh? Oh, wait, no, it's Pillars dot step 1, I believe. On Pillars dot level 0? There we go. Everything has been properly reset now, I believe. Now, if I try to go around, it should boot me out. It's not booting me out, guys. It's not. It's not booting me out. Why is that not booting me out? Why do I have the tag now? Huh? Okay, wait. There we go. That's what it's supposed to do. There we go. It's supposed to kick you out and say, how dare you try to cheat greatness. I'm gonna steal my viewers back, have fun. Yeah, you go have fun, swerving. Anyways, there we go, that's working correctly now, cool. First bug fixed, we did it, guys. We did it, America. We fixed a bug. Anyways, this book. This is where it all started, baby. This is... This godforsaken book. You don't have to worry about any of this texture. All you have to worry about is this. This is how the quest works. Hidden messages using hover texts. Yeah. It's okay if you guys want to leave the stream. You can watch the VOD later. That's my coping mechanism. Anyways, did you guys know they could use the arrow keys in this menu, by the way? And press enter? It's crazy. So, this is the first step of the quest. For one to be all-seeing, they must first know blindness. What the hell does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what that means, because that's the whole point of this live stream, isn't it? Is to tell you my... the answers to my schizophrenic ramblings. The actual solution, is to find an island that I actually don't know the location of. Yeah, there it is. This island here. This island. The haunted island. I'm curious. I wanna see like a show of hands in the chat for like... This is floating. Like how many people even like found these areas that I'm gonna be going over today. Because on the island there's a pit, and when you fall into the pit normally, yeah, it teleports you out. Doesn't work. Thank you, game, for working. And I believe there's like a book. Why did my music stop? What the fuck? I don't know why it stopped. We're good now. I believe there's a book might be underground. Yeah, it's underground, isn't it? Okay, well, it's not here. Chat, it might be not working. Unless I have to change the time to midnight. Okay, well, those particle effects are working. You found this series, but you had no idea how to do anything. That's valid. These particle effects show up at nighttime, which is a little bit of a hint as to what you do in this area. And yep, that's working. That jump scare works. Awesome. That jump scare only appears at nighttime, I want to say. I'm going off of like a hazy memory here. How do I get down to the basement? That's how. Okay, there we go. Then the lectern shows up. So it shows up at nighttime. Yeah, this just gives a hint. I am who lives in the bottomless embrace. What does that sound like? Well, it sounds like this pit over here. Now it can fall down. And it works. I believe this is powered snow on top of, or yeah, underneath wool. And we get this little room where this guy appears. And let me just get a sword out. I think he's a little tough, but if you take him out, and I'm doing things great about it because I do not feel like going through all this in survival. How much health do you have? Okay, there we go. And he drops this. The Blind Bulwark. The head of a curse once contained, now squandered. Taking damage blinds you. I don't know if that works, but the stats on it should work. Okay, it is working. I just have like -2 hearts because of Dark Path stuff. If I damage myself... Oh, it does have inflict blindness. Sweet. Awesome. Actually is working. Fantastic. Now this button just teleports you back up. But that's not what we're here to find. What we're here to find is the secret. Somewhere underneath the water here. I can barely fucking see. Okay, it's over there. Yeah, and this one hole right here. I can't see the hole. There's the hole. There's the hole. Cool. Secret lectern. Yeah, how can one, and only one being, bear the weight of 1,000 lies just for the sake of a single truth? Whatever the hell that means. What's important here is the hypertext. Count your blessings, for wishes are the key. Wishes. Wishes are the key, chat. Now, what do you think that means? Also, let me turn on... Oh god, where's... server height maps? Ignore server height maps. It didn't work. Do I also have to... turn off... yeah, I have to turn off cave mode as well. There we go. Count your blessings, for wishes are the key. I've got a wishing bell over here. Now, if I just do this normally, it's not going to do anything, right? It's going to work as normal. But if I put on the Blind Bulwark, and then throw it in, you feel the weight of knowledge! And that's how you get the first scrawling, the dampened scrawling. There's an arrow. This is a direction in the pillars puzzle. It gives you directions on what way to go. This is what these arrows are. It's the directions. And on the third page, it's a hint. Only a guide light casted by an armament of vibrating power can ignite the path to true enlightenment. I forgot how cryptic these hints are, but... yeah, that's the next hint. Only a guide light... what did you even say? Or... only a guide light casted by an armament of vibrating power can ignite the path to true enlightenment. I'm not gonna dwell too much on, like, what that means, because I'm just gonna straight up show you what it means, and for that, I'm gonna set the daytime, actually. For that, I have to go back to the... I have to go to the Citadel. Which... I don't know the coordinates of it, so I'm just gonna go in the back here. Whee! Uh-oh. Wow. Huh. Is this even a function that exists? Oh, it is. Fantastic. Oh no. Shit, this shit is more broken than I initially thought. Oh no. The transport to the Citadel just doesn't work, guys. That's bad. Anyways. From Collier over here, or however that's this name, that you get the Bumblebow. It's a buzzing with power. Remember the book said about an armament of vibrating power? I'm in creative mode. Oh, it doesn't work if you're in creative mode? Well, that's embarrassing. We have to buy the Bumblebee from this guy, and I'm gonna be so for real, I don't want to do that, so what we're gonna do instead is go into the, Why should I change the survival? Is that just for the thingamajig? It works if you're in survival. Cool. Anyways. We don't have to worry about what. Okay, wow. Something tells me that there's a problem with this. The evil and intimidating game mode equals 0. What's wrong with this command here? Uh-oh. I think we might have already encountered a problem. It's not working. Okay, how do I get the bumblebee honeycombs? Does anyone know how to get these honeycombs? Right. Because I'm not doing Crescent Bay. Like, fuck that. Just give me a command to give myself the honeycomb. Actually, wait. Wait, am I being stupid? I might actually not have to do that. Hold on. I think all the items pertaining to the quest are in a chest here. I thought ahead, chat! I thought ahead! I thought 1 year in advance, bitch! I thought 1 year in advance I have the Bumblebee in this chest! As well as all the other items that are needed to complete this quest! I don't need to go to Crescent Bay for the command. Thank you for the help, but it doesn't matter, because I thought ahead. I am 2 steps ahead of you. Alright, so the Bumblebee. We have to use this somewhere, and I'll tell you where we use it. We use it at the Monk's Ascension. Get the rewards from the loot tables. That's awesome. Don't need to do it. Thank you for the help. Don't need to do it. Welcome to the Monk's Ascension. From the fiery piercing bolt of wisdom, pass through the ethereal rings of 3, only then will you be granted the insight of the monk. Now, only if you do this with the regular bow, if you do this with, with the Bumblebee. If you do this with the regular bow, it's not going to work. If you do this with the Bumblebee, though, you feel the weight of knowledge. Are you guys having fun yet? Is this convoluted enough for you? Because, yeah, you had, like, if you do this puzzle with the regular bow, doesn't work. Well, it gives you the reward here. Cool, it gives you these cool arrows that inflict weakness. Doesn't give you the scrawling. You gotta use the Bumblebee to get the scrawling. We've got another direction. So there's left and the right. I have the directions on my Google Doc. I don't have to worry about that. Next. Also, there's like I wrote so much lore for this, by the way. Like, there's a deeper meaning behind all of these lore books. I'm not going to read through all of them, that would take too long, but I'm just going to read through this. Here's the next hint. How do the stars grant desires to those who taint the ichor with the mortal's blood? I think for the maybe like 1 or 2 people who reach this point in the quest, this stage was actually fairly easy. It has to do with the well again. It has to do with the well. I hope I'm not losing anyone with how confusing this is. But yeah. How do the stars grant desires? You know, granting wishes, right? I would never complete this quest. Fair enough. You taint the ichor with the mortal's blood. Now, there's only one thing in the map that I can really think of off the top of my head that's, you know, like, has to do with, blood. It's an item. And that's right, it's a blood clot. Currency of Islethorn. Managed to get to the first 4 steps, so that's pretty good. Did you get to this step, where you have to throw a blood clot into the well? Because that's how you feel the weight of knowledge. And get the imbrued scrawling, and also 10 minutes of mind fatigue. That's a secret tool that will help us later. Got another step here. And another hint for the next part of the quest. With the soul of a slug, the patient twin is absolved in their following of fables. Let me give some background context for this part. And let me teleport to wherever the hell the Castle of Time is. Well, not exactly at the Castle of Time, but next to the Castle of Time, there's a tower. I made this tower, like, a while ago. Now I'm looking at it again. Doesn't really hold up to my current build standards, but at the time it was not bad. Anyways, tower. Here we got a Bivet. You need trays to... Okay, well... You need Citadel currency. You can also just trade in pumpkin. Actually, fuck it. 5 billion pumpkins. Give me trays. I don't know why I give myself so many. There we go. No, about my brother. So this just talks about, Bibbit's brother Bobbit, who went to a volcano because of some fable about a bunch of ores in the volcano. And that volcano, also lol, unfinished area, XD. That volcano is all the way over here. All the way over here. Chocolate Fudge Mountain, baby. Down here you will find Bobbit. Wow, this quest is not properly reset. 5 billion pumpkins, yeah, exactly. If I set the time to midnight and then today, will this reset? No. How does this reset? How does this reset? Oh yeah, this is because Avid was yelling at me for... It wasn't yelling at me, but he just refused to use the random function to do dialogue. Anyways. Reset. Oh, here it is. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that says, but I'm just gonna... They should have reset it. So it's not working! Cool. Hopefully the... No. I got the Adventures chisel here. But the actual... They're supposed to be... Oh, that's the book. What is all this? Oh, do I just have to... Okay. No? What the fuck? There we go! We fixed it, chat! We fixed it! We did it, America. Let me clear my luck, or inviting fatigue real quick. To show you this part of the quest. So, I just go to Blackstone here. If you have, like, the pickaxe from, I think, Ebonglade, you can break through this. And you were given the Treasurer's Chisel. Cool, and I think if you have this, Bob has a different... Yeah, he does. Cool. That's how you do it normally. I'm not gonna show you how to do it normally. I'm gonna show you how to do it the fun way. And the fun way is by having mining fatigue. Again, if you throw a blood clot into the wishing bell, it gives you 10 minutes of mining fatigue. So let me just do it manually, because I'm too lazy to go back there. Okay, it's only for 30 seconds, but... Let me... do it for like 100 seconds. There we go. If you mine through while having mining fatigue, you feel the weight of knowledge. Only if you have mining fatigue, chat. Only if you have mining fatigue. You get the next scrolling. So, again, it gives us another direction, right this time. And on the third page, gives us another riddle. Who did it have been his last wish to see his enslaved father return to the waters? I think this one's fairly easy now that I read over it. Hell, even maybe some of you in chat can get this. It has to do with the wishing well again. Because, well, you know, wish, waters, whatever, right? And, well, just like before with the blood clot, instead of throwing a diamond into the ball, you throw in a different item. It really was a surprise tool, yeah. So here's the broken chains of Sklomas, which you get from defeating Sklomas, so you have to beat that boss to even get to this next part of the quest. Yes, I made the players do some dummy shit, like, you would... to complete this quest, you have to beat Sklomas, and then just void one of, like, the boss rewards into the well to get the next scrolling. Like, I really made you go through the ringer for this, huh? I really did not want you guys to find this out, huh? Anyways, we have another direction here. If you can tell, every other step, it has to do with the wishing well. Everything comes back to the well. It's like, some other random bullshit, well. Some other random bullshit, well. Just, you know. Anyways, the next one is... Oh, this one's fun! Ooh! If you are rebuilding history, why not substitute the poison for something sweeter? This one is convoluted as fuck! This is the endgame stuff. I don't know if Sklomas is endgame, but anyways. Do you guys remember the Lumberjill yard? This area? Remember the forklift? The forklift, or whatever it's called. And you like rebuild it here, right? I mean, again, what are the ingredients for making it? 3 blocks of yellow concrete, 2 pistons, 2 activator rails, 1 bottle of mushroom oil, and 1 fried circuit. I hope those ingredients are in a chest or somewhere. Oh, what'd you know? There we go. Thank you, Avid. We don't need the mushroom oil. Because remember the book said, where is it? This one. If you are rebuilding history, why not substitute the poison for something sweeter? We gotta substitute the mushroom oil for something sweeter. And for that, to get that something sweeter, you have to do a completely different quest, and I believe it's over here on the map. Yeah. This guy's house. Bartholomew. I don't know how to get into his basement, actually. How do you get in here? What? Why the fuck do you have to go upstairs to go downstairs? What kind of floor layout is this, bro? Who made this house? Anyway, so we got Bartholomew. I don't think his dialogue is working. Okay, no, it is working. Cool. He yaps for very long. Oh my god, how long does it take him to speak? Oh, yes. I think Milkman wrote this dialogue, actually. This is a blast from the past. They do this, like, off-stream and stuff. Bartholomew, yeah, this guy's cool. He talks for a while. You know what? I'm not gonna read through all this. I'm gonna read through the rest of it, because the rest of it is hilarious. So he wants us to fetch him some sweet berries in the yellow barrel. I believe that's like somewhere. Actually, does he just straight up want you to get sweet berries? Like, is that the idea? He just wants you to get just any sweet berries? Cool, alright. I don't remember. I didn't actually make this quest. Does this work? Or does it need to be a special sweet berries? Hello? Do I need special sweet berries? Is there like an interaction entity here? I don't see one. Uh-oh, this quest might not be working. Unless I'm wrong. There's an interaction entity on the barrel. What the fuck? How do you click that instead of the other thing? It's like... Is this the interaction entity here, or is this the item frame hitbox? Or is it on a different barrel? I might be stupid. I thought it was over here. Wrong. Is this the wrong barrel? Is there a different barrel? Working just turn hitboxes and go into... Oh, this barrel. Fucking dumb as shit. Awesome. Why do I have a Discord DM? Okay, whatever. I don't think this is working. What is this supposed to give you? What? Oh. Okay. Oh, you right click with the bear. Oh my god, dude. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Thank you. Alright. Just wait for them to ferment, and then we'll have our wine. Here's the part that takes 5 years. Is it waiting for the shit to ferment? Oh my god. How long does it take him to talk? Okay. While we wait, why don't I tell you an old war story of mine? My great-great-great-great-great-grandson loves this one. Again, Milkman wrote this. Like, I think this is the first time I've actually read it in, like, over a year. There I was, a young, strapping lad leading my platoon deep into enemy territory. We were outnumbered. Was that 100,000 to 1? Is that what it said? And all that remained of our rations was a single baby carrot and a stray toenail. We had no choice if we were going to survive. We had to charge the enemy base backwards in a snowstorm with an arm tied behind our backs and blindfolded. We hoped our superior tactics would be soon enough to give us an opening. So we made our assault, and oh, it was a difficult fight. We lost a good lot of men that day. Old Giuseppe, Private Trigger Happy, Lieutenant Biscuit, Crumbs McSlimer, Doofit, Lumpy Four Fingers. Yes, I'll never forget their sacrifice. By the time we reached the enemy base, I had already caught 100 bullets in between my teeth. I thought I was nearly done for when suddenly my old sensei, Master Pudding Cup, appeared to me in a vision. Turns out the old-timer hadn't died, but had actually been fighting ghosts for the 5th layer of Phantom Realm. Pretty nifty, huh? But anyways, during this vision, Master Pudding Cup delivered me one final piece of wisdom. The secret forbidden Flying Eagle Ultra Double Phantom Heart... Fucking hell, it's going by too fast. Stopper technique. Armed with this new unfathomable power, I delivered one last deciding blow to the enemy army, turning the tide. But though the battle was won, we had yet to win the war. Suddenly, just as we thought the coast was clear, the enemy unleashed their ultimate weapon, a giant robot with laser eyes. Facing certain death, we were forced to take a tactical retreat into a nearby cave. David died, yes. But in this cave, we made an astounding discovery, an ancient Jesus Christ, how fucking long does this go on for? Oh my god. I forgot. So then, with our new allies sworn to fight by our side, we made one last assault on the giant enemy robot. After cooling 43,830 hours, we finally broke through their defenses and took down the little green aliens piloting the robot in the most gruesome fashion. I'm losing it. Finally, the day had been won, just as me and the remaining lads were going off to celebrate. The unimaginable happened. I stubbed my big toe and it really hurt, like, a lot. Anyways, the line should be done now. Please don't make a quest like this an HOA. Don't worry, I won't. Oh, man. Anyways, you got the sweet berry wine. Holy fuck. So, now to build that, yeah. You've done it, mate. Yeah, so you use sweet berry wine and some mushroom oil, and actually the exhaust pipe is an end rod instead of a copper rod. As if anyone was going to notice that. Okay, how much dialogue is in this fucking map, bro? Like, I'm sorry, but I did not realize how much talking these guys do. Yeah, but yeah, by the way, we were building the forklift. In case you forgot. In case you forgot, all this was to build the forklift, by the way. Oopsie daisies. Like, fucking hell, man. We need to build the ancient Korean out of here. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I leave the room, I think the dialogue resets. Anyways, we can handle that on our own. Yeah, thank you for not making a quest where you make a crane. Anyways, you feel the weight of knowledge. There actually is a crane over here, yeah. Hey, you guys want to know something really awesome? Remember how the forklift is literally just a forklift from TIV? Like, it's literally just a forklift from the Imperishable Void. This is just a caterpillar crane from the Imperishable Void. In fact, I built... Where are my blueprints? There we go. Crane, I have it in here. Yeah. It's the crane from TIV. TIV reference. But damn, I also have this crane. Anyways. So we got the high-tech blade saw, which is basically just a better version of the multi-tool. And we get the next scrolling, the cultic scrolling. I believe I called it the cultic scrolling because of the actual cult that I started by making a fucking forklift. Anyways. Got another direction, left. And on the last page. With a cursed quill, the turtlet... blah. My god, I have to drink water. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm stumbling over my words here. With a cursed quill, the tar-like ink will paint the now tortured sea of thought. Honestly, arguably, that's a tongue twister. But anyways, I'm actually like right next to the area. Milkman's quest is actually super serious. I have no clue what you're talking about, son. Anyways, Eternal Feather. What is this? Grants access to Belial forever. Where do you even find this, dude? Like, I don't even remember where you get this item. I think, do you just get it, like, as a reward for beating Belial or something? Anyways. So, you have to go make the forklift, and then you have to go fuck off to Cloud's Rest, kill Belial, come back with the Eternal Feather, throw him to the well, and that's how you get the next scrawling. Like, I'm skipping a lot here, but, like, just realize, if you're doing this quest normally, you would have to go beat up Belial and do that entire quest just to get this quill to get the next scrawling. Like, that's how long it takes to complete this. It takes a while. Beat Belial 3 times and trade the catalysts. Got you. That's even worse than I thought. Anyways, we got another direction. And on the last page... Oh, wow, this one. Sealed behind deep and dark, a restricted passage opens with the right touch. Yeah, so sealed behind deep and dark, that's your first hint. Let me go over. I don't even know where this is. It's like on one of these islands somewhere. There it is. Oh, look, it's actually indicated. Anyways. I remember these weird block display things. So still behind deep and dark, meaning you have to complete the deep to get the multi-tool to break the glowstone. To even be allowed into the pipe in the first place. And, my god, I forgot how much of a maze this area is. Is this, yeah, this is the room with the forklift. Amazing. Forklift. It came up again, guys. There's a second forklift that's hit the towers. Anyways, there's also this. Shroom lights, which you need the Holy Sickle to break, meaning you have to complete Vile Thorn to even get into this room over here. Yeah. And this is a forklift wreckage in this room. As you can see, in the weird flesh room. Don't think about it too hard. All you gotta know is, we're not letting... There's iron bars here, which you could totally just clip through with a boat, by the way. Like, I don't care. But to actually solve the riddle correctly, a restricted passage opens with the right touch. That's your second hint as to how to do this. So going back to the Citadel, I know, chat, it's a lot. It's convoluted as balls. Anyways, where's the librarian? Or the knowledge bearer, or whatever. Backroom key. Grants access to the restricted section. Give me one of those. Thank you very much. Yeah, this allows access to this room over here. We are given a 46-page... Like, 46 pages. Has anyone in the chat actually read through this whole thing? I'm curious about that now. Because God knows I wouldn't. Anyways. So now that we have the backroom key, we can go back to the pipes. Actually, like, I'm pretty sure this... Holy red wool, man. I think this, yeah, this actually brings you over to, like, this other area. This place is pretty cool, actually. You have read the books, cool. I don't remember what's over here, but there's some stuff here. It's not super important. Anyways, what is actually objectively more important, because I decided so, is, now that you have the restricted passage key, the iron bars go away. Fun. And in the back here, there's a button. The only button in the room, and if you press the button... yeah. By the way, I have anti-cheat for this quest. Even if you use a boat to clip into this room and click this button, there's a failsafe for it. It doesn't work unless you have completed the previous steps of the puzzle. It doesn't do anything. Unless you complete the previous steps. So that's the anti-cheat. There's anti-cheat on every single part of this quest. How are you even supposed to know any of this? Trial and error, I suppose. I don't know. Anyways, here's the next scrolling. By the way, we are far past the point that anyone else has gone to on their own. By the way. And we get another direction, and we get another riddle. I know it's bullshit, son. You have to tell me twice. Anyways. Sometimes we look at our reflection, and the devil stares back from the fluid mirror. Yet again, referencing the wishing well with, you know, fluid. I guess that's the only thing that would hint towards that, but anyways. I think this one's pretty evil. We look at our reflections, and the devil stares back from the fluid mirror. Fairly vague, but the actual item that you use to do this is the cursed magic mirror. Which... let me just go to the Citadel real quick to check how you get this thing. Because I think you have to complete Vile Thorn a bunch of times to actually be able to get it. Who's it from? You? Okay, that's for the Zaylee mirror. Where's the magic? Okay, now you don't have to do it once. There you go. Well, I just have to, you know, get the magic mirror, which I don't remember where you get that from. There you go. Oh, you... Wow, okay, so you have to beat L 5 times to get the magic mirror. And then you have to beat Bellstone to get the cursed magic mirror. And once you have the cursed magic mirror... It's not vague, just pricey. Makes sense. Anyways, now that you have the cursed magic mirror, how expensive is this quest? Oh, we're not even at the worst part, Zen. We're not even at the most expensive part yet, Zen. Anyways. You feel the weight of knowledge. You get the accursed scrawling, we get another direction, and another riddle. Time will dictate who works for the crown, behind a face in the darkness. Let's hope it at least leads to something cool. You're gonna have to wait to find out. Wait till the end of the stream. Ooh. Anyways, time will dictate who works for the crown, behind a face in the darkness. I'm gonna do the thing where I show you where you use the item first, and then show you what item you actually use, because it's more fun this way. Anyways, into the giant pothole we go, which is actually not even the correct way of getting over here. There's a different way. There's like a staircase. Yeah, there's a staircase to get down to the train station. The Pelicans launching you through random stuff to the wall. Yeah. There's a door here. Employee authorization required. That's your other hint, right? Time will dictate who works for the crown, behind a face in the darkness. Behind a face in the darkness. What do you think that is? What do you guys think that is? Behind a face in the darkness. Yeah, there was a secret room here the whole time. There's a secret room here. That secret room has been there, I shit you not, the whole time. Are you gonna trade a hoverstone? I'm not saying shit. We come into this room. Hey, who do you guys think decorated this room? Who do you guys think decorated this room? Because it's probably who you think it is. Anyways, there's a button here. Verify employee authorization. It does nothing. Why does it do nothing? Well, because obviously we don't have the correct item. Time will dictate who... Fuck, I keep messing up my words. Time will dictate who works for the crown. Time will dictate. And now at this point, I have to figure out what the loot table is for the haunted castle. Hopefully it's just like... fucking, I don't know. What would it be called? Is it just called Haunted Castle? Surely not, right? My music stopped again. Why is it doing that? Because I'm using YouTube, and YouTube sucks. Let's call it, like, SI or something? God, I don't know what the name of the fucking loot table is, man. Okay, someone in chat tell me what it is. What is it called? Is it called, like... What's it called? The Midnight Wand? That's a good guess, but no. Remember, it says... Time will dictate who works for the crown. The crown. That's a second hint. Do I have to, like, check the... Like, the frickin'... Unless there's a command for it. Actually, wait. I'm being so stupid again. Yet again, I'm being stupid. I'm so sorry. I have all the items in this chest down here. Midnight One was a good guess, because that does have to do with time. However, there's another item that has to do with time, and quite literally is a crown, and that being Mabel's crown. From the Castle of Time. Yeah. So, where is this room? Now that I have Mabel's crown, I hit the button. I hear a door opening. Employee authorization required. Well, I have authorized my employee status, and now I get to go in this very dark room. Are my brightness settings on? No, it's on bright. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, obtain forbidden knowledge. Cool. Other than this in here is how you get out, I believe. Where are these things on? It's Aaron the Severed Hand, guys. No. Just simply no. Oh yeah, wait, is this? Yeah, this is still here. Oh my god, dude. God damn it. I don't know how many people remember this stream, but yeah, oh my god. It's a whole thing. Anyways, we got the next scrawling, the industrial scrawling. Other direction, to the left. And another riddle. The fury of knowledge requires casting even a soldier's trumpet into the fountainhead. We're gonna give something to the wishing well, in case you couldn't tell, like... I don't want to clear my inventory fully, but I'm just gonna get rid of, like, some of these items that I don't need anymore. Alright, anyways. So on to Blithburg. Where is Blithburg? It's over here. You guys like Blithburg? Welcome to Blithburg. Enjoy your stay. Yep. I had to severely decrease the amount of trees that are in this area because I haven't put in too many originally. Also, lol, unfinished mountains and unfinished volcano area, which is actually kind of sad that's unfinished because it was really cool and I wish it was finished, but anyways. Welcome to Blithburg. This town has a quest, actually. At Fitzgerald's house. This is Fitzgerald. Welcome to Blithburg. Well, we don't be getting many visitors here nowadays. Ever since that odd sword dropped here, it's never been the same. Oh boy, do I miss Old Man Billikers. I don't remember who that is. Anyways, what business do you have here? Just on a stroll? How curious. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. I haven't had a good reason to sharpen my blade in a while, and I expect on the hunt for all sorts of challenges, yeah? So how about this? If you prove worthy in the fight, what? So how about this? If you prove worthy for the fight, let's spar. First you gotta show me a badge of honor, a tower fragment. I bet this is an offer you can't refuse. Yes, there is an area underneath this town. You are correct, son. In a this cave here. Yes. You go down this ladder. You go through this cave here. At the end, there's a gate. Yep. Yeah, it's that arena. I hope that cool, I do. Awesome. Tower fragment. So you gotta get a tower fragment, which, seeing as the previous step required you to beat Vilethorn, and the merchant for Vilethorn is on the second floor of the Citadel anyways, you probably already have a tower fragment by this point of the game. Anyways, if you show this to Fitzgerald, he says, well, what do we got here? The Mad Lad actually managed to get a hold of a fragment, eh? But this is how you do dialogue. It's not slow as balls, it's actually at a good pace. Anyways, meet me in the arena under the town's tunnel, I won't be far behind. I actually build fight him because it's fun. I actually don't even know what kind of armor is, like, good for this. I'm just gonna give myself, like, full diamond. Also, I already have a diamond sword. Steak. I can't parry him because this is not a good map, so I'm not gonna use a shield. Guys, the map sucks, so I can't parry Fitzgerald. Any truers? Anyways. This opens up now. And there's Fitzgerald. I need you to come. I'm ready to see your skills in battle, adventurer. Hiya! They doesn't have a whole lot of health, but yeah. Fitzgerald is a mini-boss. Add Fitzgerald to HOA. Maybe. I think he has like 100 health. He's really just a dude with the sword. I didn't do anything special for this guy. It's just a Vindicator with a health bar. And after you deplete his health bar, he yields. You don't kill him. Best me in battle, fair and square, is taking your strength and giving you this as a gift. 1-2 to that war, and I'll be at your side. I'll be seeing ya. We're at the Call of Blithberg. Summons Fitzgerald to assist you in battle, attacking anything he sees. If you can tell, it's just like the Vindicator with like the Johnny tag that makes it like attack everything. This item's cool. Hello, Fitzgerald. You can kill your own Fitzgerald as well, but that'll be evil, so don't. Anyways. What a command block room. Don't ask me what everything does because IDK lol. Well, fair enough. I still don't know. So, I guess. This is how not to do it? What do you mean this is how not to do it? This is how not to do dialogue? You're being mean. Stop that. So now that we have completed the quest in Blithberg and gotten the Call of Blithberg, we gotta delete the item. It gives us a scrolling, okay? It's worth it. Anyway. We get another direction to the left this time, and we get another riddle. This one. I love this one. You guys better... This is my favorite one. This is my favorite part of the quest. Underneath a planet dying, starving skeletons crave the rust of a demon's gut. What a cool item, where item. What they call it, Blithberg? It's in Blithberg. Did I delete that scrolling, actually? Am I stupid? I think I did. Okay, anyways. I know the steps, anyways. So welcome to the cave. This is the funny cave, where I do funny things. Actually, I'm just being creative for this. Rust, demon, yep. I think you can already put two and two together on what the next step is, but yep. Here lies the sacred dormice of a long-lost queen. She sleeps, she smiles, she sharpens the dragonflies. The planet will warm, it will shrink, her name will be forgotten. You can't parry the ult and not destroy the item. Yeah, unfortunately not. And there's buttons here. There's a heart, a hand, and a brain. What's the correct order to do it in, I wonder? I don't know. Woe is me. There actually is a way to know the correct order that I can show you right now. Also, by the way, literally no one has pointed this out before, but... Has anyone realized that I put loss here? Were you aware that I put loss here? Anyways, just something to point out. So I got this structure over here. Yeah, puzzle based off of a game you don't remember. It's based off of Psychopop Gold, which is my favorite horror game on Steam. It's a great game, anyways. On the structural, there's barrels sitting around that give you notes. I put a stack of paper in here because my thought process was like, someone who does the quest will just take one paper. I think someone on the server took the whole stack. So, fuck you. Anyways, this is number 1. Actually, I'll be nice. I'll take 1 paper. Hand of a father and a mother. And then there is... I'm just flying around to find them. There's a second barrel here, which is number 2. Heart of a child. And over here, we got number 3. Mind of a demon. You took it all? Okay. You're mean. Also, here's a fun secret that's just completely optional. If you break the shroom light here, there's a barrel light here, which gives you this. It's number 4, Perfecting Imitation. underscores in each of these pieces of paper spell out a word. That word is Caldman. It's a reference to a group of characters in Psychopomp called the Caldman Four. And the Caldman Four is comprised of a mother, a father, a child, and a demon. So, hand of a father, hand of a mother, heart of a child, mind of a demon. In Perfecting Imitation, that's just another line from the game. So yeah, now that we know the order, it goes hand, heart, mind. The elevator isn't there. Did this not reset properly? Because that elevator should definitely be there. Do I have a reset function that is labeled, is the question. Shit. I think it's over here, actually. Yeah, this is the reset. Hey, here's the reset function, I believe. Oh, that's for completing the quest. Okay, well, where's the one for resetting the quest, then? I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. The elevator isn't working, but whatever. There's an elevator, you go down, you're on the next part of the level. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't need these papers anymore. So welcome to the, It says Natural History Museum. I think I just brute force this quest. This puzzle. Fair enough. Gotta go. Alright. See ya, Najak. Anyways. So the next part of this, is actually an area. All these, like, areas are places in Psychopomp. So this part is, referencing the Natural History Museum, which is a level in the game. And the puzzle here is fairly simple. You have, these arrows here, and you got a keypad. The amount of skulls in each of these enclosures, shows you how many, just how many, right? So 3, I think that's 7, 2, and 5. So you put in, that'd be 3, and then 7, 2, and 5. There we go. Oh, hey, this elevator works. Sweet. By the way, there's elevators here, because in the game Psychopomp, at the beginning of every level, there's an elevator. So I just wanted to reference that. Anyways. Now we're in the next part, the shower. And, immediately, you can tell something's a little bit off. Has anyone found this door? I'm actually curious, has anyone found this door? Show of hands, how many people found this door? So the next part of the quest, in the shower. Also, it is, like, mad dark in here. Can I, like, hold out a torch? Okay, well, whatever. Let me just... It's not cheating when I do it. Also, hi, magic. Hello, skeleton in the bathtub. How are you doing today? So we gotta feed it. One of these things. Now you can brute force this. This is definitely a case of like it being brute forceable, where you can just throw in all of the food items all at once. But there is actually a way to solve the puzzle, and that's using this book here. So this book is actually just a reference to Psychopomp. All the text here is just something from that game. What's important is the name of the book, Body. We got a keypad over here. The letters, correspond to numbers. So B is 2, O is 6, D is 3, and Y is 9. So it's 2639. And in this barrel here, 2639. There we go, the rabbit. You throw it into the bathtub, it eats it up, and opens the door. And now we're in the parkour section. This part's actually pretty cool. You got these, like, these pipes here that dispense water, and these act as checkpoints. because you can climb up the waterfall. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Anyway, the parkour here is not, like, super tough, I don't think. Oh, that lever is supposed to be flicked down, actually. I believe, yeah, it activates that. Also, a checkpoint here. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I put a checkpoint right here, because there's a Neo right after it. Okay, well. How many tries will it take me to hit this Neo? Let's see. Okay, well, that's embarrassing. I barely even tried there. Jesus Christ. I just slipped off the fucking block. What was that? I'm bad at parkour, apparently. Cool, I did it. There we go. And we're at... Actually, I wanted to clear night vision. This room is cool over that night vision on. There should be a book here. Yep. Behold the starting place of our beloved queen. When the earth breaks and dies, she will sleep in this great chrysalis, awaiting to be reborn again. The place into the heart of the queen is to be granted her grace. One only a body stripped of its armor can experience. Then the world will be made anew. So it doesn't work unless you take off all of your armor. And then you get this. The Helmet of Dragonflies. I don't think that the special effect of this helmet is working, I'm not gonna lie. Because I think that's something that's actually broken. Apparently not gotta go? Does that mean that you don't have to go? Uh-oh. Okay, well, the special effect of the helmet is not working, unfortunately, but... Anyways. So yeah, that's that quest. But you may be realizing we didn't get a scrawling from that. Actually, where is... Oh, fuck. Which one is it? Is it even one I have in my inventory? It was the War-Torn scrawling, which I believe I deleted. Okay, well, I'm just gonna refer to my Google Doc then. It says, underneath the planet dying, starving skeletons crave the rust of a demon's gut. So starving the skeletons, that refers to the skeleton that you have to feed. That you give the rabbit to. The skeleton here. And craving the rust of a demon's gut? Well... Maybe you guys could guess this? Maybe not, I don't know. But the solution is not in this chest, apparently. I just straight up do not have the item in this chest. Well, okay then. Do I have it back in the cave? Uh-oh. Do I have it someplace in here? That's just a barrel with all the food items. Is it one of these? No. Uh-oh. No, it's not that. It's not that. No, no, no. Okay. I think I might be able to actually give myself this with a loot table. I just need to know the name of the loot table. That's the problem. I don't know the name of the freaking loot table. I could probably check the data pack. Oh, but it is called Shrouded Isles, isn't it? There we go. Shrouded Isles, bosses, Copper Demon. Yeah, the elevator just stretches down. Anyways, we got the copper chassis. It's Cooper's chassis. So, yes, you have to beat Cooper to complete this quest. Meteor Fragment is close. It's the other thing to get from the bag. It's the chassis. You throw this in. Something happened behind you. Not this door, but this door. Holy fuck, it's pitch black in here. Let me do myself night vision again. Okay, there we go. Actually, I think this room has lights in it. Cool. Alright. 4 eyes to see, 4 for a family, 4 the books are the key. The list of bosses required is ever growing. I will go over the list at the end, actually. So this puzzle, it's very similar to the one with the skulls, where you're just lining up the arrows. But you have to count the amount of each eye that you see, I believe? Or is it... Yeah, it's the amount of books on the bookcase. So, for example, on the Eye of Ender one, there are 4 books. So Eye of Ender is 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ender Pearl is 3. And there's the Spider Eye, which is right here, which is 5. And then last is the Fermented Spider Eye, which is a full 6. There we go. You feel the weight of knowledge. Hello, new viewer. Schizophrenic scrolling. I actually did name it that. The schizophrenic scrolling. By the way, remember what I said about anti-cheat? Even if you do all of this, even if you complete this quest and complete the puzzle, it doesn't work if you haven't done all the previous steps. Remember, nothing in this quest works unless you've done everything prior to it. Anyways, the next book is quite literally just a poem from Psychopop, because I love that game. And at the end, we are finally given, the next clue. The concoction of enlightenment demands the most exotic of ingredients. And yeah, it has to do with the well again. This one is like, this one is hard. This one's evil, actually. I tried to kind of balance it. By like making the later steps have like a harder riddle. I think I went a little bit too far with this one. But it's okay. Anyways, there's some random cave here that just appeared one day. I just randomly found it. I'm like, I could use this for something. And there's a merchant here that sells you with a gnome shroom. Must be some exotic truffle or something at that cost. Remember what it says. Remember, it demands the most exotic of ingredients. We have some trays here. We can trade for this. There you go, we got a gnome shroom. And you can probably guess what we do with the shroom. You throw it into the well. Okay, is it just not working? Chat? Uh-oh. Chat, this might be an uh-oh moment. Unless the version in this chest works. I swear to, I know this is the correct item, so it's not like I'm the problem. There we go. For some reason, the one that you buy from the merchant doesn't work, but this one does. Okay, whatever. Dude, whatever. We got the next scrawling, the exotic scrawling. Broken map alert. Yeah, fucking everything this map is broken. Literally blame Avid. It actually is his fault. Anyways. We get another direction, and we get another riddle. The bird feasted on a request of understanding and swine. And this is the point of the quest that, like, I guess this step is broken because the mushroom that I bought didn't work. But anyways, this quest, this next one, doesn't work. It's broken. Unfortunately. The bird feasted on a, whatever. It's the one that's broken. Yep, we have to go to Bigger Bird. This quest is just straight up not working, I'm pretty sure. Which is very unfortunate. Hello, Bigger Bird. The seeds, like crave the magic seeds. You there, kindly you, fetch me the seeds. At like the top of the mountain or something. Big Bird is broken? I believe so. Someone told me it was broken. At the very top of this mountain, you see? Yep. Bring the magic seeds to me. So, at literally the very top of the mountain, you find the magic seeds. Does this part work? Okay, it gives me the seeds. If this works, I'm gonna strangle whoever said it was broken. Anyways, you get the magic seeds. And, yeah, okay, it isn't working. If it isn't, it's badly designed. Well, the dialogue is supposed to be different here when I hold out the seeds. So you're right, it is broken when you give it the seeds to them. I wonder why that's the case? Is it because it's looking for an EMU lock name? I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways, where the hell is the... Okay, it's here. Cool. I can just, like... do this awesome thing called cheating. Cool. The seeds, you have the seeds! Thank you so much, kindly adventurer. Here is a reward for your troubles. Bye-bye. And we get the feathered boots. Kinda sucks that you can't get these boots in the map, I guess, with the quest being broken, because these boots are actually pretty cool. They give you, like, decreased gravity. So it slows your fall. Does not decrease fall damage, though. It just decreases your gravity, which I think makes you, yeah, it makes you also able to jump higher. They're cool. But anyways, that's not the actual way of getting the scrawling. That's just how you complete the quest normally. The way you get the scrawling is by going over here. Did he really not even take the seeds? I guess not. I guess that quest just doesn't work. Tree. I was gonna say something about this tree, but I think Avid made this, like, literally after releasing the map on the Patreon server. I don't even know if this tree's on the Patreon server or not. Okay. Oh yeah, it's also like cool as skeleton. So I mean, like, there's so many things that other people built that are, like, super cool, and it just kind of sucks that this map is not going to be completed, ever. Literally, never, ever. Like, that just sucks. Anyways, pork. That's it, just pork. Apples too. Because the scrolling, it said... Oh, not that one. Exotic scrolling. The bird feasted on a request of understanding and swine. Swine being pork. Hello, Porky. So Porky sells pork. And... okay. Who the fuck on the dev server locked this trade? This trade isn't even supposed to be locked. Well, Porky, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you. Assuming there is... They said... Swan, yeah. Well, I do have a command block for this. There you go, you're back. Well, now you sell the pork chops and applesauce. Because, yeah, you know, like, the rest of these are kind of just joke items, like the premium cut pork, very bougie pork chop, ludicrously expensive deluxe pork chop, and the pork chops and applesauce. The other ones don't matter. The one that actually does matter is the pork chops and applesauce. I don't proc. Did it run out of stock? I guess. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, but anyways. Give me the pork chops and applesauce, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I guess this quest is not completable because you just can't get the pork chops and applesauce. Anyways. I'm just going to assume... So I must have traded it 2.1 billion times? I guess so. What the fuck? Thank you. Like, that's not the right dialogue, though. What? Is it just gonna magically work now? No? Okay. I think it's because I... It's the command block. Cool. Awesome! So the other version of the quest obviously doesn't work either. Who would have seen that coming? We're gonna cheat again, chat. Just real, you give them the pork chops with applesauce and it works. And, Bigger Bird kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie. What is this? This odd thing you have? So interesting, so sweet, I must eat it. I was supposed to clear the item there, but I just... Yep, okay. You feel the weight of knowledge, you also made a bird go fucking insane. So that's pork chops and applesauce, that's what that does, in case anyone was wondering what the fuck the item was for. It's for that one specific quest. Anyways, bougie scrawling. Got another step, and we get the next riddle. The next thing is thrown into the fountain. This is the last sacrifice, right? Casting even the Guardian's essence into the starving waters? You remember when I said that this quest is expensive? You guys remember when I said that? Remember when I said that this quest is expensive as shit? Yeah, well, the Guardian's essence is an essence of the orb. Be fucking glad I didn't make you get the hover stone. Because I think the hover stone requires like 3 or 5 essences. Be glad that I only made you... I actually didn't make anyone do it because no one did it, but be glad that I made it only require... I don't have that in here, what the fuck? Okay then, do I have... Yes, I do. Suck. Essence of the orb. Be glad that I didn't make you buy the fucking hover stone, which requires like 5 of these things, because it takes like 3 hours to get one of it. Bunker snowballs? Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cheap. It only takes like 3 hours to get one of it. So like, obviously I wouldn't make the hover stone required. That would be psychotic. Other side was broken, so we couldn't even get it if we wanted to. Awesome. You know, I kind of contemplated if I should do the quests as well for this stream, like go through like Crescent Bay and Vilethorn and stuff. I decided against it specifically because of how long other side takes. We're not showcasing the quests on this map. If you want to do that, you can go look at Avid's videos. We're just showcasing my stuff. Imagine accidentally throwing it. Well, I just threw it intentionally, and it gave me a scrawling, so... I know you mean right-click, but whatever. Well, here I am at the final frontier, yep. The other direction. And we get what I believe is... Yes. The final piece of the puzzle. We're at the final step, chat. The final step. From the depths, the Twinning Well beckons for one final offer. A true testament of friendship. And remember, I've not completed the puzzle. Even if I wanted to brute force the last of it, it turns me away. You cannot cheat greatness unless you do this last step. Now, there's a second wishing well. You thought there was just one? Thought there was just one wishing well? There's a second wishing well. 2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead, and I believe it's over here. Alright. In one of these buildings, there's a ladder to go down. Or is it in here? No, it's not there. Where is it? Where's the ladder to go down in this area, actually? What the hell? Yeah, I guess, well, okay, you can't do that in survival mode, though, so, like... Welcome to the funny cave. It's very funny. So, yeah. And also a single baked potato, because why not? Everyone needs a single baked potato, right? So, plot twist, there's a second well. And you can tell, because in the other area, where with the pillars, there's orange candles next to skeleton skulls. And there's orange candles next to skeleton skulls in here as well. And there it is! The second wishing well! Bring to these twin waters one final beloved sacrifice. What is that sacrifice, you may be wondering? Well... we need to give it a true testament of friendship. I believe there is only one person who has seen what this item is legitimately. This is the mine shaft where you died and rage quit. Real issue. Anyways, there's a forklift over here. I don't know why there's forklift, but... you remember this fucking part? How could you remember this fucking part? You didn't get to this fucking part. Yes, Zen knows what it is. It's Glump. It's Glump, baby. Glump's favorite thing, which where the fuck is Vilethorn? Actually, we have a tower fragment. I can just travel there, like, normally. Hello. Is that deleted fucking tower fragment? What? Why? Where am I? Oh, this is... okay. Cool, that's really far away from everything else. I think the cutscene is breaking. I think the cutscene isn't working. You're saying, oh no? Yeah, Chat. Chat, I think it's breaking. They're like, did you the reset? Lol. Okay, that's great. But how the fuck do I get to Vilethorn? You know, Vilethorn is still broken. Because... oh, is it... is this towards the Vilethorn? No, that's... oh, that... what? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's... I wonder. We found Vilethorn. I guess Rosewood. Anyway. Crisis inverted, because I just founded the place. It's slightly working, you can technically beat it. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. I don't think I have it in me to do an entire playthrough of Vilethorn, dog. Unless I can cheat it. I could probably cheat it. Let's cheat it. Together. Oh yes, Vilethorn. The dungeon that inspired ACC 5. And thus, well, quote-unquote inspired PIV. This is not my stuff. Whose stuff is this? We got blood clots here. I guess I can just... cool. Wait, that's the only trade that's not working? Are you fucking kidding me? Nah, Jock, how do I do it? how do I do it? How do I get the blood clots to actually work? Or do I have to... Cool. Or do I have to, trade in the head instead? In the jungle room. Ruh-roh. Get the different blood clots. Okay, well, we're gonna run through the dungeon then. Something tells me this isn't... Okay, cool, it is working. From the mob drops. What the fuck, man? Alright, time to do Viral Thorn. Because why not? I was just here, dog. My room count is 2. Awesome. Hey, Zen, how many rooms do I even need to do to get most secret things? I literally forget. You gotta get from bones. From selling bones? Okay. But, how many rooms do... Oh my god. I'm dead. Oh, why does that do so much fucking damage, man? Fuck off. Okay, it didn't take knockback there. Holy... Okay, and there... Fuck you. Leave me alone, man. 200? Why did I make it so high? Why did I do that? No. just no, I'm not doing that room without a shield, fuck you. Oh my god. Okay, where is the checkpoint room? I actually do not know. This place is a complete mess, like, holy. Why is there a creeper there? What? Okay, and where the fuck is the checkpoint room? Don't tell me it's just like in a different area altogether. I would be so upset. What the hell is this room? Vile Thorn is good, they said. I don't know who said that. I don't think anyone has said that before. Take less time looking through the command blocks to get it. Okay. You're probably right. It's not that bad, they said. Well, it's not that bad when it's actually working. Okay. Where's the command block that has the logic for completing the quest? Where is it? Where the fuck is this thing? Checkpoint area is in here. That's awesome. Unfortunately, what, Usum's boss bar. What? This is for Usum. I mean, okay, it works no matter if you defeat, like, the Crucified Thorn or Usum. Both ways still net you the reward if you have enough, like, rooms completed. So, where the fuck is the... Kill Usum. That sounds good. Where's the thing that... Evil worse than Ulm. What does this do? Oh, it's his... dialogue, okay. Are you sure I'm gonna have an easier time looking through the command blocks? Holy fuck, there's so much here. I'm just trying to find where's the hell is the thing that... This looks like a looks like a thing. Oh, that's the reset function. Yeah, I don't know what that scoreboard is, though. Actually, I can check if I find the checkpoint room. Where's the checkpoint room? Oh my god. This would be easier if I knew where it was. I'm telling you. What the fuck is this room? This is not a room. What is this? That room doesn't exist. That's Usuma's arena. Cool. Chat, I'm fucking lost. Like, if I can just find his death logic, then I... Server message. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, there it is. There. Holy fuck, Lewis. I'm coming. I have 5. Awesome. Sits at 2 hundo. That room is broken, so it got taken out back. Wait, here it is! This is the thing! Okay, wait, awesome. I just need to, Alright. Okay, let me just... Give... Buy an Adjock for this time, I think. Oh, this is give at us. We found the death logic! There it is! Fun fact, if you right-click it with an adventure mode, it deletes the item, by the way. Because it's a knowledge book. And yes, that was intentional, because I hate you. Anyways, this is Glum's favorite thing. Rewarded for completing a file from our school with a score, excuse me, of 200 rooms or more. A true testament of your friendship with Glump. It does nothing other than give you bragging rights. That was a lie. I just spread misinformation on the internet. Why is it nighttime now? I don't know. Okay, anyways, okay. We have Glum's favorite thing. We have the item. Are you ready? We're gonna delete the we're gonna delete it. We're gonna void the fucking item for a book. Goodbye. Okay. Of course. A fucking course that doesn't work. Wait. It just vanished. Yeah, if you right click with it, it just vanishes. Also, I've had it in this fucking chest the whole time. Does this one work? Cool. I had the item in a chest here the whole time, and I went through all of the fucking command blocks and anyways. What a waste of time. Alright. The weight of 1 million wise words overwhelms you. And we get literally called final scrolling. And we get our last direction. Matter and mind. I pass others on streets who do not know they are blind. All of them with their own truths to find. If this hourglass were to break and shatter, the false truths of others are sure to scatter. Mind and matter. Go forth through the 12 pillars. May the stridings guide you. And that's it. That was the final step. Alright. I have the directions pulled up somewhere. There it is. Alright. So, actually, I'm going to put this on Go Gadget second tab. So I can just look at it on the side here. Alright. So, we go left, right, forwards, right, right, left, left, forwards, forwards, left, left, right. Where am I? Right again. Forwards, forwards, right. And we have not cheated greatness. A literal token of appreciation. And also, an unlisted video. Okay, let me pause. Thank you, Jesus. An unlisted video. Could you have brute forced through this, or is there an anti-cheat? There is an anti-cheat. This black wall here, if you pass through this without having completed all the steps, it kicks you out. So yes, there is an anti-cheat. There's an anti-cheat for every step of the quest. Anyways, so this links to an unlisted video. The name of this video is March 29th, 2025. Thank you. Okay, it's at full volume. Let me just make sure that you guys can hear it. That means one. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear it. Hi. My god, I'm tired of this video. Okay, stop. Hi. Okay, why the fuck does it automatically play the video when I go back 5 seconds? Are we good? We're good. Okay. Okay. I have not listened to this video in a year. I did not even listen to it before this stream. But this here is the reward for completing this giant quest. I'm gonna mute my mic and then I'm gonna hit play on it and we're gonna listen through the whole thing, alright? Hi. If you're watching this, that means one of two things. Either one, you have successfully completed the Pillars quest, or someone else has linked you this video. In either case, it's totally fine. I understand that making a quest this intricate and ridiculous and difficult has a certain expectation behind it in the end. Perhaps you were expecting some super overpowered item. Well, I'm sorry to say that it's not what you are going to be rewarded with. Instead, I just want to talk. I did think about what the prize for this quest should be. You know, it's so big and long that it should have something great attached to it, right? But the more I made the quest, the more I realized it would not be right if it actually had some material reward in the end. That's just not what I wanted. And the reason for that really comes from what inspired me to make this quest in the first place. Just as a short rundown to not waste your time, the Pillars quest is inspired by a very similar, albeit even more obscure, puzzle in the game Animal Well. That being the Wingedings puzzle, which is a bunch of ridiculously complicated steps and there's zero indication that any of them actually fit together. But in the end, if you do solve it, what are you rewarded with? A dev message. Because the developer for the game did not actually think it would be possible for someone to solve it. Now, I guess me recording this means I do expect someone to solve this. At least, eventually. Either that or they just cheat and see this video anyways, which, you know what? That's totally fine. Because if you do that, then you are missing out on the actual reward. And that reward is the experience of going through all of this, fully exploring Avid Adventures, this adventure map, and solving all these riddles. That takes a lot of time and effort, and perhaps a community to actually solve. And that is really the reward, in my opinion. I didn't need anything material to give the player, because they had already gotten something out of it. The experience of working together to solve something that would otherwise feel impossible. When I think about it, that's exactly what Avid Adventures is. At least, what it is now. Yes, I know this is not actually my map technically, but I did work on it. I put effort into it. I have over 100 hours to show for it, which I know is a lot less than Avid, but it's certainly not a little. I believe that he brought on more developers to help him with this project because it felt impossible to do alone. And that's exactly what I want the Pillars quest to be. I adore the community that Avid has curated, and I'm sure that the communities of everyone else who has participated in this project are just as friendly and amazing. And together, I know that they will be able to solve everything that I have set up for them. I truly do. I have faith in you guys. So, if you ever wanted to be in Avid's shoes, or the shoes of anyone else who has worked on the Avid Adventures project, then, well, you've done it. Assuming you have completed all the steps legitimately and gotten to this point by doing so. And congratulations, you solved all of my riddles, and really the only thing I can say to you personally is thank you for your time and your effort and your patience. Just as I would like to thank Avid and every other member of this project who has worked on this map. You are all amazing. What you've done for this is amazing. And while at the end of the day, it will be a project under Avid's name, in my heart, it is one made by all of us together. So what is this pursuit of wisdom, this gift of knowledge that I was hyping up for the entire quest? I mean, that's what it was all about, right? Feeling the weight of knowledge? It's that sometimes in life, the reward doesn't come in something material, something that will actually benefit you. Sometimes the reward for your efforts is something that touches the heart and it really speaks to you. And there's nothing else that I'm gaining out of working on this map and making this puzzle than that. I'm doing it because I love doing it. It comes from my heart. One last big thank you to everyone. This is where I'm signing off in terms of working on Avid Adventures, at least my own personal projects for the map. I have greater goals to reach. I can't stay in the same place for too long, and I know that that goes for Avid as well, and likely the other members of the development team. With that being said, I'm going to sign off here. Swipe it around. So, about a week after I recorded that video, I started working on HOA, by the way. Just to, give you some perspective of the timeline there. Yeah. That video didn't age well, because none of y'all solved it, but to be fair, you couldn't. It's broken. But, I mean, the message at the end of the day is the same. Luigi, the word. Yes, I was. Anyways. Um, the message at the end of the day is the same, that everything that I did for Avid Adventures and what I'm doing for HOA now is just from my heart. It's what I love doing, and that's why I'm going to do it. It wasn't until very recently that I actually started monetizing this. Uh, oh yeah, by the way, about the Patreon stuff, by the way, Zen, I'm gonna do it like back to back 3 days. I'm gonna do a Patreon post on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. And hopefully after that it'll return to the regular schedule. Anyways. Um he's indoors recording. Oh, did he come back midway through? Okay. Anyways, while that video did not age perfectly, at least think like the message I was trying to convey did age well, because I still agree as myself from back then, right? That I do this all for the love of the game, so to speak. And well, fuck. Look at all this work that I don't want to say it amounted to nothing, because that's not really true, but it amounted to a project that's never going to be finished. I'm not finishing it. Lunch doesn't have time to finish it. I don't know who else got the map. I think, like, Maya got the map, or Skyknight, whatever. I don't know if they're going to finish it. They might. I don't have a clue, but at the very least, I'm not. Okay? And Avid isn't, obviously. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of this is kind of like a bittersweet stream for me, because on one end, it's like I gotta show off this thing that I made like over a year ago at this point to all of you. But on the other end, it's like I kind of wish you guys could have experienced it on your own when the map was fully finished, but that's just not going to be something that ever happens, so. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright. So thank you for coming to this live stream. I know it's different from the others, but I had fun. And I hope you did too. Again, it sucks that this map is not gonna be completed. You know, it sucks that it, it sucks that I need to reach out to Munch to even get a fucking copy of this map, even though I was a developer for it. Avid, not only did he not supply me, a developer of the map, with a copy of it, he also just straight up, like, I don't know if he blocked me in Discord, but he unfriended me on Discord, man. So, like, whatever. I'm never gonna understand that guy and the stupid shit he does, but whatever. Um, yeah. That's about it. Thank you for coming to the stream, and I'll see you later. With, I don't know, next year will probably be actually working on HOA at some point. Cool. See ya.